Picture yourself on a very nice vacation, dipping your toes in the water. After that, tanning while the sun is hitting your face, and then having a drink in your hand. And then after, if you want to decide on exploring and finding yourself some souvenirs to leave. But wait, how'd you get there? Going on a road trip is one of the best ways to travel, although it can take time to properly make a successful plan. To plan out the trip, it is important to have an appropriate plan with a reasonable destination and budget. So following these steps can make the trip a lot more enjoyable and easier for yourself. Which is why road trips give you the opportunity to visit new landmarks and, foremost, spend quality time with your family and friends. From my past experience, when I traveled, I visited multiple states and countries, and one thing that I loved the most about visiting those places is that I learned so much about all different types of cultures. So, the key to planning a successful road trip is to having an organized travel plan while keeping the trip enjoyable. So, to start off, you want to have a proper plan. So, you want to research the locations of interest, and while you're at it, to read reviews that can determine the best recommendations on the place that you're staying, any pit stops, and places where you want to go visit to eat. While doing my research, I discovered an article written by Ben Taylor, and he quoted that it's a good idea to look at maps and decide between the fastest routes or more scenic secondary roads. Consider the distance and the location, as well as how much time you're looking to spend. You want to keep in mind that the resources and the materials are very important and are needed for the trip. So overall, once reviewing all those recommendations, we need to consider how much everything costs. So, to discover that, you want to have a budget. So, with budgeting, you want to plan an estimated cost for gas, food, and for the place you're staying. You want to keep comparing those pricings to different options that can help save money. So when researching, you can discover limited time deals upon the trip that can help with your budget costs. And when discovering the Vega brothers on YouTube, they posted a video on how to plan the perfect road trip. They taught a valuable lesson to contribute money towards the funds, and they specifically stated to avoid stressing about money by creating a kiddie fund. Everyone throws some money into a jar, which gets used for all road trip essentials. That caught my attention because having an emergency fund is also a good idea for any unexpected problems, while like gas, or if you're low on anything, or if anything happens. It's just really important. So after a budget is created, you want to have a destination where you capture your experience. So exploring tours, attractions, events, activities, and any popular landmarks, those all have a meaningful memory of making with all family and friends to enjoy new experiences together, which is so amazing. Just create a bond with everybody. And according to Liz Vacations article, she explained, wander around and enjoy the sights, sound, and smell. Which this caught my attention because you want to be mindful of any areas that you end up in and be cautious of your safety. For example, with my upcoming trip, I plan to spend time exploring any hiking sceneries and maybe even visit any national parks while I'm at it. And for that, our goal is to at least spend as much quality time while sharing an enjoyable experience together. So overall, experiencing a road trip can be very enjoyable and less stressful when planning accordingly. It is very important to prepare yourself and others with a good budget and all resources. So to summarize things up, I honestly believe road trips are one of the best traveling experience, since you get to explore places and work within any budget depending on how much you're willing to spend, which is why road trip is the best route for you.